Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Dave's Faves. Now, one of you was extremely kind, and you made a list of all the symphonies, or a lot of the major symphonies, that were not so far covered in Dave's Faves. And I'm not going to be able to do all of them, but I was so grateful that you did that. That was so kind of you and so thoughtful and helpful to me. It really is, because, going through all these things and double checking everything, especially the composers, who have like hundreds of videos, is a chore. And you did it. And this is the kind of stuff that just dazzles me. You are such nice people, and you're so helpful. You're so helpful to me. So that I can do this, and I'm happy to do it. If you're going to do that work, I'm going to do whatever I can to make it worth your while. I assure you. This is not, by the way, an invitation for all of you to go waste your lives doing similar things. Please don't. But I'm so grateful that one of you did. So just to say thank you. Well, I've done a bunch of symphonies, but I also wanted to do some other things that were not on the list, but that you reminded me that I needed to do. And one of them is this one. This is the Alexander Gibson Scottish National Orchestra Sibelius Scènes historiques 1 and 2, Rakastava, and the Valse lyrique. This is a wonderful old Chandos disc, before Chandos was a label. These were made originally, I think, for RCA, actually, with Gibson and Scottish National, but recorded by the Chandos people. So they were able to, recapture them or relicense them or do whatever they did with them. This actually was made in 1977. I mean, these were not even digital recordings, but they were beautiful recordings. Some of this early Gibson stuff was fabulous. I mean, like the Nielsen 4, which was amazing. And these Sibelius things, because Gibson was an incredibly great Sibelius conductor. He just was. And he did a 2-disc set of tone poems. He did the Lemminkainen Legends. He did all the symphonies. And there's this. Now, the Scènes historiques come in 2 suites. They are some of the least known of Sibelius's orchestral music, but they're wonderful. Oh my, they're wonderful. They're based on music that he wrote for, various occasions, occasional pieces, the press celebrations music, for example, or the tableau vivant things, or, just these, he wrote these large orchestral things for these one-off occasions. And so he salvaged the best of the music. He worked very hard on it. And you've got, let's see, what happens here. In the Scènes historiques number 1, we get Al Ouverture, which I talked about in one of my interesting overture talks. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Oh my goodness, it's lovely. 4 minutes and 51 fabulous seconds. It has such a great tune. Da da da, ya da 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 da, shoo doo doo, da ba ba ba. But well, never mind. And then the Scena and Festivo. It's 18 minutes long, and so is the second one. You get the chase, the love song, and At the Drawbridge. I mean, they're just colorful, attractive. They don't sound like Finnish-y, because that's not what they were about originally. They're more in the vein of Sibelius's incidental music, his theatrical music. And I really wish they were played once in a while. You don't hear them, and this was one of my first encounters with them, and so I still love it. There have been many since. I mean, there's quite a few recordings now of the Scènes historiques, but this one still has a special place in my heart. Now, Rakastava means the lover, and it has 3 little movements. It's a weird little thing. It existed originally as a choral work, and then he arranged it for like strings, harp, timpani, and triangle, or some strange combination, if I'm not mistaken. And it has 3 movements too. They are Rakastava, then the way of the lover, and the finale, good night, my beloved, farewell. Strange music. It's Sibelius in space mode. And he was really great no matter what he was doing, but it's a spacey, strange, ethereal kind of piece. And not well known at all. It's one of the attractions of this coupling. And the Valse lyrique is one of those late things that he wrote to try and make money, because the Valse Triste made a fortune, but he sold it to his publisher, so he got nothing out of it, and he spent the rest of his life writing a bunch of valses that he was hoping would do just as well, and none of them did, because none of them are as good. I mean, let's face it, but the Valse lyrique is beautiful and attractive, and this is marvelously recorded, and it's the Scottish National Orchestra with Alexander Gibson on Chandos, and it's Sibelius, and there's nothing not to love. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.